see you inside.
Hey, I hope your dad finally got through to you and convinced you that all of this, everything is just to get you a not guilty verdict.
I didn't ask you to do this.
This is not some noble act of sacrifice, Greenlee. I don't want to go to prison, really. I don't, but there's a witness out there that heard me say that I was ready to kill David. I think that needs to get out there.
You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may be seated.
Mr. Lavery, it's safe to say that you and the defendant had a long history.
Yes, we have.
How would you describe the relationship?
Well, that's not easy. Truthfully, our relationship has never really been that easy. You know, no matter who we were with or what we were doing, we just always had a connection.
How did you and Greenlee meet?
At WRCW.
Well, hello.
Hey.
I'm Greenlee, the new intern. And you are?
Ryan. Nice to meet you, Greenlee. That's a very unusual name.
I'm an unusual woman.
The timing just wasn't ever right, at least not at the beginning.
But that did change.
Yes, that changed. Yeah, we even got married once. Dynamite Kiddo.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It was the ring I gave her. It was a toy. It was a joke. I didn't really take the marriage very seriously at first. At least not until I realized.
You realized what?
That I was developing feelings that I'd never felt before. That what we had was more than just two people that clicked. You know, it just kind of felt as if something was putting us together.
A year and a half ago, you thought Greenlee had died. How did you feel then?
Like I'd lost part of myself.
Mr. Lavery, let's go back a few months. Greenlee had completed her convalescence. She had returned to Pine Valley and was about to marry the man who saved her life, Dr. David Hayward. What was your reaction to that?
I thought it was a terrible mistake.
And when she went through with the marriage, how did that make you feel?
Empty. Lost. Like it was like letting her go all over again.
Because you still loved her.
Objection, Your Honor. Ryan Lavery's feelings about the defendant are irrelevant.
The DA didn't have any objections to questions like this when Madison North was on the stand. In fact, I believe she made the point that the relationship between Ryan Lavery and the defendant was relevant to this case, Your Honor.
I'll allow it. Overruled. You may continue, Mr. Montgomery.
Thank you, Your Honor. So once again, Mr. Lavery, you were in love with my client.
Yes.
So, when you learned that she was alive,
felt like I had been sort of given a second chance to make things right with her. I want you to be happy. I want that. But just know that I'm not going to give up hope. I know that what we have, what we still have, is right there. And it's waiting for us. And I know deep down in my bones that we will find it again.
So you're gonna leave me alone? You don't want anything from me?
I want everything from you. I just gotta believe that one day you you'll see that I'm right. I just gotta hope and believe, and I'll just wait. You said that you love me, right? So I'm here. I'm not going anywhere, and I don't care how long it takes. I don't care. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year. It doesn't matter. I will wait for you to realize what I already know, and that is that you and I are meant to be together.
So your goal all along was to continue to fight for her?
Yeah, it didn't feel like I had any choice.
Let's move on to your relationship with the deceased, David Hayward. You didn't like him very much, did you?
No, I did not like him very much. In fact, that's quite an understatement.
What were your reasons?
He was a guy who took whatever he wanted. Didn't matter who it hurt.
And did that include my client?
Yes.
How did you feel about that?
Furious. Very protective.
Did you and Dr. Hayward discuss his relationship with my client?
Yes, yeah, many times. Mostly me going to him and telling him to stay away from her.
And when my client eventually felt trapped in this relationship, did she turn to you for help?
No, she didn't want me involved.
But you were already involved.
Yes, she said that she didn't need me, but I wasn't just going to let her suffer.
So you helped her, even though she told you not to.
I wasn't going to let David ruin her life. I mean, after everything that we'd been through, what was I supposed to do?
Now comes the night of the party, Mr. Lavery. What were you thinking?
That I had to get Greenlee away from David, that he was worse for her than I'd even predicted.
How so?
He told me that he was going to take her away and that they were never coming back.
And what happened then?
I couldn't let that happen.
Because you never stopped loving her.
Never.
Even though she was married. Even though she told you that she didn't love you, that she didn't want your help.
She needed me, and I would do absolutely anything for her.
Because you realized that if she got on that plane, you might never see her again.
Yes.
So you had to do something. You had to stop it.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
You fought with Dr. Hayward that night, didn't you?
Yes.
What happened after the fight?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No. There was a trauma, and a large part of the night is just a blank.
So it's conceivable that during this blank time...
Objection, Your Honor. Ryan Lavery is not on trial.
Withdraw. No further questions.
Well, it's getting late, and I'm hungry. So, Ms. Colby, you can begin your cross-examination after lunch.
All right.